Hello, I'm Janet Moore, of course, your Awakened Dating Coach and your trainer for the challenge. So today is Q&A day. So those of you who may or may not have been able to, maybe y'all weren't able to go along with us each day last week, Monday through Friday, but maybe you were able to actually start looking at some of the trainings and you're like, oh, let me look at this and start moving in action. So for those of you or any of you that are looking to need help with, you may have questions, you weren't able to, like I said, on the live streams. So, you had stuff going on, whatever, maybe you're able to do it this weekend. And so maybe you have some questions, and that's what I'm here for. So I am going to just kind of be around, see who needs me. If nobody comes on, I think in the next, I'll give it about 20 minutes. I'll give it till 8:30. Then I'll go ahead and close it out. But let's see what we can do in the meantime. Let's think about this. We could, let's see, I'm going back and forth here. Kind of do a quick review until I see somebody come on. So for those of you who have questions, please go and post them in the comments below. And I'm going to go through here and kind of maybe do a little summary of what has happened. Oh, here's someone's here. And whoever is there, why don't you say hello so I know that you can hear me. And also, do you have questions? So today is Q&A day. So basically, any questions you have regarding your assignments, regarding the challenge, helping you with your Mojo vibe, helping you with your list of the kind of woman you want to date, expanding your list of the woman you want to date, how to create a plan, implement your plan, anything about my program, my program that's coming up starting in June. I'm going to be a part of that. Any of the kind of questions you have for those days, please go ahead and ask me those questions. That's what I'm here for. So I noticed I see somebody on. Can y'all say hi? Press or put in hashtag live so I know that you're listening live. And again, for those who are listening later, go ahead and press hashtag replay so I know you got to listen to this. I'm going to go ahead and get on here. Let's see. Awesome. Let's see if y'all can hear me okay. I can see that I'm here. Yes, you can. Okay. Oh, yeah. I was going to see who was commenting, but nope, nobody commented, so I don't know who it is. Okay. Well, I'm going to kind of do a review of what we talked about. Since no one's asking any questions, I'm going to go ahead and move this over here. Again, I really think I need 5 screens. Okay. So let's go back to our first. I'm going to kind of I can't stop talk today. Show some slides there. That's kind of a tongue twister. Okay, so let's go and do that. I'm going to share my screen. Oops, let me go to one place. And now, share my screen. Let's see, which one is it? That's that one. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. That looks good. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start my current slide. And we'll just get this going here. So again, I'm just going to do a quick review. I'm going to be monitoring for any questions as I go through this, okay? So again, on day 1, we talked about uncovering your Mojo vibe. We talked about what your Mojo vibe is. It's the heart of who you are, what you want others to know about you, and what makes you memorable. Okay, so I kind of took you through that process of What are you vibing? What makes you unique? And selecting your Mojo vibes. That's what we did on day 1. This is what we did. So what are you vibing? You're looking at your pictures. Through this, we looked at your current online dating profile. If you read your profile and look at your text, kind of look at it as a third person. What is it vibing? What would others say about you? Have you even really looked to see, are you really vibing what you want others to know about you? Are you really projecting that out? What are you vibing? Is that the right vibe you want to give them? When you look at your online dating profile, maybe not. There's some things to do. So what is your Mojo vibe? Well, what is Mojo? It's an uncanny personal power or influence. What is vibe? A general emotional feeling one has from another person or place or situation. So your Mojo vibe together is what you want others to know about you, right? So this is this uncanny personal power or influence, this Mojo, and this feeling that you have, that this like waves of feeling that you're putting out there, right? That people go, ooh, they have that feeling about you, right? So what is that Mojo vibe you want to do? So again, we talked about this. Oh, just a minute, let me see. All the social chats have been like Facebook chat with the virus pandemic. Yes, that's true, Alan. Alan was saying that a lot of the activities have been all on Facebook chat or Zoom, right? Since the virus came out. Now I don't know where you live. I think you live in Chicago, so I'm not sure what's going up in Illinois. I think they're pretty liberal up there, so they're probably all shut down. We're kind of conservative here in Texas, so we're all open. So I'm very sorry for those of you that live in Canada and all over. There's all sorts of places that are really shut down. California, Illinois, New York. I'm so sorry. I really am. I feel for you. I am so happy and blessed to be living in Texas because we're open. I've gone to country western bars and gone dancing, no masks. It's awesome. You can go to bars, you can go to restaurants, and they still want you to wear masks, some of them, but I walk in with them anyway. So I'm sorry about that. People are meeting a lot nowadays, getting together. So in Texas at least, and a lot of other states as well. My challenge to you would be to get your friends together and y'all get together and create a little party and invite your other single friends, things like that. And that's the kind of thing I'll work with you on when I'm coaching you, is helping you figure out things to do and how you can connect with others. Okay. But first, getting your Mojo vibe, right? So who are you? What you want to project to others? What makes you unique and different from everyone else? Especially the type of person you want to date. So again, it's going to have a set of distinguishing features and characteristics that make you stand out from a crowd and make you memorable. So that's what we did on day 1. Now, Alan, I know you're here, so thanks for being here. And if you have any other questions about your profile, about the challenge, this is the time to ask them. So if you have any questions, go ahead and submit them in the comments, and I can look at what you have. In the meantime, I'm just going to be doing a review. But really why I'm here, Alan, is for anyone else that's here that has questions. Now, if you're listening to this as a replay, please go ahead and ask your questions in the comments of this video. I will be monitoring them the rest of today and tomorrow and on Wednesday, because Wednesday at 11:59, actually PST time. So actually, let's see, 2:00 a.m., really Thursday, but whatever. So 11:59 PST time, 59, sorry. I will be taking this group down, and you won't have access to the videos anymore, okay? So you want to make sure, like, to get you motivated and moving in action on updating your online dating profile, okay? So Alan, if you have any other further questions, please feel free to ask me now, okay? And go ahead and feel free to take your time to ask them. I'll be moving forward, just kind of doing a quick review. So when you're looking at your Mojo vibe, you're just looking at what are your talents, your strengths, your passions, your achievements. What are your top physical traits? And what do people say about you? So those are just some brainstorming that we did on how to create your Mojo vibe. And it's going to be 3 phrases or words that kind of describe who you are. So, some things you could look at is some of your talents. Maybe you're a trombone player, inventor, what do other people say about you? you're helpful, genius, can count on him to figure it out, things like that. And you want to be specific. You want to use smart, instead of using smart, say intellectual or well-read, educated, street smart, or expert in robotics. So be really specific, actually, because that's where you're going to be. Again, this is something you want to project. You got to remember, just because you are that, does that want something you want to project that you want the other person that you want to date would go, oh, wow, I want to date him. If you want a woman that's into robotics as well, then that would be something you might put on your Mojo, in your Mojo vibe. If it's not, don't put it in there. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to write all this stuff down, just all these words, as many as you want. Just brainstorm. This is a brainstorming tool, right? Write all those words down. Then you're going to circle 10 of the words that you feel really good about. And you're going to narrow them down, then after that, to 3 or 4, right? And then you're going to share your Mojo vibe. So that's what we did on day 1. And again, does it ring? How you decide on which words to use is, does it ring true to who you are, both as you see yourself and to others, or maybe who you want to be even. Maybe you're not quite that it yet, or you used to be it and you want to be that now. Like one girl, she had an empty nester. She remembers she used to love to sail. She wasn't sailing right now, but it's who she wanted to become and what she wanted her partner to be like. So she'd be pick sailor as one of her words. And now she sails around the Caribbean with her husband on a sailboat. Okay, that's the kind of thing that can happen for you doing these exercises. Does it appeal to the kind of partner you want to attract? So again, you may be into video games, and that's great. Do you want your partner to be? Probably is. So then you might want to put something related to that on there, or whatever. Like if you're into tennis, you love tennis, like she was a sailor, or you love motorcycle riding, or whatever it is you love to do. You might want to put that in, just because that's the kind of person you want to be attracting. And is it positive? You want to put negative stuff as your Mojo vibe. And is it memorable and unique? You want to make it kind of like person goes, ooh, right? So again, it's 3 words or phrases, and that will be your Mojo vibe that you put into the worksheet. Okay. So these are some examples of Mojo vibes that we went through. I'm not going to go through them here so much. You can always pause this video to see this list. And again, this is the Pilates instructor turned sailor and lawyer turned actor writer. So again, like I told you, she craves Mojo vibe, and now that's what she had. That's her life. She is a sailor for real. He was a lawyer who was super funny. One of his Mojo vibe was really funny, or comedian or something. I can't remember, something related. And he ended up eventually becoming an improv guy, and eventually an actor and a writer. So that's what he does now. And also he's married. Both of them are happily married. They came to me when they were single, by the way. No, they're not. So that's really awesome. Okay, creating your Mojo vibe is fundamental to this process. So again, this is the first step for updating your online dating profile. So make sure you do this, okay? And that was day 1. Day 2 was over here. Identify your like-hearted match. So again, I'm just doing a quick summary. And again, Alan, if you have any questions, or anyone else, please go ahead and post your questions. Identify your like-hearted match. So we're going to show you in day 2, we showed you how to identify the kind of qualities you want in your heart-aligned match, so you can start attracting them to you. So you're looking at how you can expand your market, identify your like-hearted matches qualities, and create your ideal relationship. So that's what we did on day 2. Do you know who you want to wake up to? What I was talking about here is most of the time we spend probably more time on the kind of features we want in our car than we do on the kind of person we want to date. So consider you're not attracting the right woman because you don't even really know what kind of person you want to date. You don't even know who you are, maybe. That's what your Mojo vibe is supposed to uncover. You might even, if you don't know who you are, then you sure don't probably know the kind of person you want to date. So that's why the Mojo vibe is the most important thing to start with. Number day 2, we talked about, well, who do you want to date? Knowing who you are probably is a good idea. So then you can go, okay, well, I kind of want someone like she was a sailor. She realized that's what she wanted. That's who she really wanted to become. And she realized her partner, she really wanted someone that could sail. If you're a funny guy, you probably want somebody that is pretty funny too, that will laugh at your jokes, right? So, or want to come and watch you act and whatever, Just think about that. This lesson is all about helping you figure out who this masked person is, so you can start targeting the kind of woman or man that you want to date. Like you can start having people that, when you start speaking, having the languaging in your profiles, the kind of person you want, then you're going to be attracting that person to you. If you just say you want someone nice that treats you well oh my gosh, you're going to get, who knows what kind of person you're going to get, right? But if you say, I want someone who likes to stay up late and play video games. My favorite video game, in fact, one of my favorite video games is X, Y, whatever. Or I really love someone who wants to meditate with me before I go to bed, or when I wake up in the morning, or we do yoga together, or whatever that is. Like you're really into yoga, maybe yoga guru or yoga, just yoga, yoga or yoga guru. I don't know what you want to call yourself, but you know what I'm saying. Spirituality, maybe that's really important. So that's the kind of thing we can kind of make it more general. But those are the kind of things you want to start thinking about what you want in a person. Now, speaking of what we want, you also want to look at expanding your market. So it seems kind of counterintuitive. Well, what I'm talking about are these like stat traits, physical stat traits. This is your type, right? You have a type. Well, you might expand your type. So these are the things that you like usually are search items inside of an online dating profile. So things like age, height, race, profession, education, maybe location. So you might have already put those in there. You might go back and look at your online dating profile and write down what you have right now on those items. Well, what I'm going to ask you to do here is to expand. What can you expand? But not suddenly, but actively thinking, well, I want a guy that's 6 foot and above. Well, you're 5'6". Maybe you could actually date a guy that's 5'7". Things like that. Or for a man, if you're only like maybe 5'7", and you thought, oh, I gotta date a woman 5'6" or 5'4" or less. Well, maybe you could date a woman that's the same height as you, right? Or maybe location. Maybe you only want to date women within 20 miles. Or maybe you could expand it to 50. Maybe you could expand it to 100. Age range. Maybe you're a man and you're 45 years old. You only want to date women 35 to your age, maybe, or you're a couple years younger. Depends on what you want to do. If you want to have babies with this person, you probably want to go lower or go that low. But if you don't, maybe you could expand up to 50. So these are the kinds of things that are the same with a woman. Maybe you're not really willing to date much younger men. Maybe you're only willing to go 2 years younger than you, but maybe you go 10 years. It's kind of fun. Anyways, your like-hearted match. So this is your like-hearted match list. So the last one was what we did. We looked at expanding your market on the stats and physical traits, right? But then you also want to look at the qualities in the person. So these are positive qualities of someone you're looking for. When you're looking for someone who arranges time to spend with you, even with a busy schedule. It makes you feel good about yourself when you're together. There's these positive things. Now I have a whole list that if you work with me, I'll be able to provide you this list and you'll get this comprehensive list of the kind of person you really want to date. Now, I had a married woman. I had created an app for this actually years ago. And a woman bought the app. She was married and she looked at the list. She goes, oh my God, I should probably divorce my husband because he's doing none of these things. Because these are all positive statements, right? He's doing none of these things. I don't know what happened to her. She was just some random woman in the office, this spiritual office place I went to go do crystal ball healing at. And I was sad because she didn't have what she wanted, but maybe that's a good news. It's kind of like that movie, He's Just Not That Into You. If you know someone's really just not that into you, you could just be numb and keep in that comfortable, numb relationship because it's comfortable somehow being numb. But maybe you should get out because maybe you're also keeping that person from having the kind of love and life that they want. So you want to really be thinking about the kind of qualities you want in your person. You always want to keep them positive, of course, and you always want to start with the phrase, I'm looking for someone who. Okay? Again, like I was saying, if you're dating someone and going out on dates with someone doesn't match these qualities, you're going on a date with someone over here, but then the person you really want to date is out there, but you can't be with them because you're not dating someone that is not what you're really looking for. So don't waste your time with those people, right? So these are some categories that we came up with. I'm not going to go through these, but you can always stop and look at these categories that you can look at the kind things to think about for your like-hearted match quality list. Then next we created your relationship. So basically in this here we just talked about creating your ideal relationship, like creating it. We closed our eyes, we looked into the future, we started focusing on what we wanted. I do like a meditation sort of creating your future in the future, creating your future of how you want it to look, and then coming back and realigning. So just go back and watch day 2, okay, for this exercise. Then what you do is in the workbook, you're going to definitely write that out. What does it look like? How does it feel? We talked about smelling it, hearing it, feeling it, the touch, all of that, like feeling emotions, touching on your body, all that kind of stuff. You want to write all that down in the present tense as if it already happened. Okay, go back to day 2 and listen to that toward the end. We did that kind of like meditative walkthrough, right? Okay, so that was day 2, where you basically, by end of day 2, day 1, you figured out who you are and what you want to create as your Mojo vibe, who you want to be known as out in the world, who you are and what you want to project. Day 2 is about the kind of person you want to date, right? You got that down, the kind of relationship you want to create. You're going to use both of these to create a step-by-step plan to upgrade your online dating profile, text and photos. So that's what we did the next day. Create a captivating upgrade plan. Okay. So basically what we did on day 3 was update your dating profile text and photos to include your Mojo vibe, your ideal partner list, and your attention-grabbing stories. So that's what we're going to work on. This is how to use your Mojo vibe, how to use, how to create use your Mojo vibe to create stories, and then using the kind of person you want also to create a plan for updating your online dating profile. So on day 3, we looked at creating your Mojo vibe stories, how to draw her in with stories, how important stories are, crafting a Mojo vibe stories, and then adding your story to your online dating profile. So creating that plan. Create your about list. Oh no, how do I stop this? Oh, here it is. There. How do I stop it? I can't stop it. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. Anyways, we'll just go through it. Then I'm so sorry. I'm so mad about that happening. Anyways, we're gonna review your online dating profiles. We're gonna photo tip. This is a big day. It was a big day. So go ahead and just go back to that one. Listen, I was gonna go through it really quick. So you promote yourself with stories. Okay, so this is just kind of talking about how important stories are. You advertise yourself all the time, right? And you want people actually tell you what they want to hear, even if you don't do it. It's under your radar. So since you can see that you're really in control of what others see or hear, you can start taking control of this by choosing the communications or messages that you're sending out. So example, if your Mojo vibe is an adventurous Brazilian designer, you don't want to talk about mowing the lawn. You want to talk about trekking through the rainforest. So again, what you're saying about yourself, the stories about yourself, you can use it to promote yourself with stories. That's what this is all about. You're going to create these Mojo vibe stories that you can insert into the conversations with people, either online or offline, or you can also use the stories to put into your online dating profile. Okay, so you have to have your Mojo vibe first. So this is just talking more about how we're biologically and neurologically wired to connect with stories. When we hear a story, it actually boosts the hormone called oxytocin. So it increases our oxytocin. So that boosts our feeling of things like trust, compassion, empathy, and motivates us to work with others and positively influences our social behavior. So if someone's telling a story they immediately, especially if they connect to the story, right? They're going to be instantly, it's going to build a connection. So that's why you want to, it's actually called neural coupling, also known as mirroring. So when you're telling a story, even in your profile, somebody is going to resonate with that and vibes with that with them. They're going to be easily feel connected to you. So that's why you want to put stories or at least imagery into your online dating profiles. And then you can use it later for all kinds of things. So again, you're going to write 3 stories. You're going to add them to your online dating profile to catch your like-hearted match's attention. You're going to use them also in your online messaging conversations. So how do you write your stories? Well, you're going to create 3 stories around your Mojo vibe that you can tell others quickly in an engaging story that lets them know about you and your Mojo vibe. So again, you can create a story, usually 1 word per story. This is the one here. Guy who had a workshop guy in my workshop. He was also a sailor too, but he talked about how he was on. My other friend didn't really have many stories. She just loved going sailing. But he had a cool story where a bunch of his friends went out on a sailboat. All of nowhere, this storm just came up and caught him by surprise, and just was really crazy. They were felt like they're going to tump over or whatever, and he was able to navigate back them safely to the dock. And it was a great story. Why do I say that? Because I still remember the story, not exactly the details, but I remember that it was an incredible story, and that he saved the day, and he became like a superhero just by telling that story. So if you can put something like that into your profile or into the conversations you're having, someone automatically is going to have them kind of connect to you and go, ooh, wow. Okay. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to write stories, a story for each of your Mojo vibes, words and phrases. So now you can create as many as you want. I say keep creating them. When you got a new story, maybe something happened recently, go ahead and write a new story about it. Create as many as you want, but I suggest at least you start with 3. Create a list of 20 or more. Use some in your first encounter with people. Don't use all of them at once. Just use them here. Use them more later. You want to have stories to use, like I said, on your first date, your second, your third, and so on. Or conversations, right? Online dating conversations. So your upgrade plan is to add your Mojo vibe to your online dating profile. You're going to pick at least 1 story as part of your plan. Create your story, right? Pick at least 1 story and add it to your online dating profile in the About You section of it. So figure out how to do that. Now, if you have these small ones, that might be a little tricky. You might just use some imagery. But in the bigger ones, you can definitely put a fun story in there. This will highlight something fun, unique, and memorable about you instead of just a list of your qualities. And select a story that will appeal to the person you want to attract, one that will connect with your match. So you may have some stories, but some of them may not really match the kind of person you want to attract. So pick those. Now, if you work with me, I'll be helping you not only with your Mojo vibe, the list of qualities of your person, but also helping you with your stories. Kind of stories you would want to insert into your Mojo vibe. Again, everyone loves stories and will remember far longer than a list. So you tell a cool story about yourself. People go, oh yeah, that guy did that. Or the girl that did this. Put a story in, they're going to remember you. Okay? You can also tie it in with one of your Mojo vibe photos as well, your stories. You tie your photos, into your Mojo vibe stories as well. So here's kind of how you would do this. I'm going to do a superhero sign. I have to update that still. You create a list of words or sentences about you. So you look at your Mojo vibe worksheet, your Mojo vibe stories. Okay, so select words or sentences. So you have a whole story, right? You might not take the whole story, take like the highlights of that story. Okay, you're going to write those all down, and you're going to see how you can actually express it in your online dating profile. So your priority projections messages are what you want to send out to yourself about your online dating. So remember, these things are the things you want to highlight, that person you want to attract to you. Okay, I'm supposed to be a woman. Sorry. Okay, and then you want to create a list of words or sentences about the person. Oh my gosh, I thought I updated this one. Let's get so off. I think, here's what I think happened, because I swear I changed these. I had a technical issue happen. I thought I saved everything. Yeah, it got messed up. This is taken from my previous challenge, and I changed everything to be generic, right? If you go back and look at the slides, you'll see this. But what happened is it somehow what is this? This is a project. PowerPoint, sorry. It bombed, and then when I came back in, it gave me this version. So unfortunately, it looks like I lost a lot of updates. So I'm going to have to go back and look at those videos and update to make it correct. So apologies. So then you're going to look at the list of words about her. Look at the partner qualities exercise and the ideal relationships exercise. And you're going to look at your must-haves as well. I didn't mention that before, but look through that list of must-haves, those phrases that really light you up in those worksheets. And then those are the things you're going to add to your online dating profile. So you're using these as guides, picking out the best must-haves from those and putting them into your online dating profile. And then you're going to update your match stats. So remember, I told you to expand your type. You're going to go back to those match stats on your online dating profile, and you're going to update them based on what you expanded to. So now you haven't expanded your marketing to new possibilities. So that's another thing you're going to do. So you want to make sure you put that in your plan. And then you're going to update. This is some examples of how you can update your profile. You can say, I am, you can describe yourself in some words, who loves to, whatever, and gives examples of what you love to do. I'm into some interests. You might say, I'm also a descriptor of yourself. And then somehow in here, you can add a story here. I'm also, whatever a descriptor of yourself. And if you have enough time, enough room, tell a little story about yourself or about what you're into, what you love to do, whatever a nice evening would be with you. I'm looking for a woman that's maybe, whatever, similar to you, top things that you say you must have, right? This is a simple this is a very short version. This is like a Bumble. Maybe, I don't know if a Tinder would fit here, but a Bumble would definitely fit this one. This is an example, okay? Kind of showing you a few things. These are some no-nos. I'm not going to go through all these because that'll take a long time. This is a very long day, so make sure you go back and listen to day 3. And the big ones are just don't write lists. That's really the thing here. Summary is don't want lists. These are a little better. They talk a little bit, kind of give you some imagery. On these short ones, it's really hard to write a story. So use imagery. If you can't write a story, use imagery. Maybe from one of your stories. Okay, go back and look at those. Here's some other ones. Take me by the hand and salsa with me, spinning me over and over with a sexy romantic dip at the end. This is not necessarily a story, but it's telling you kind of what you like to do, and you can get the imagery of it, right? Going on a cruise, with Shatner as the host, and kind of get the sense of who this person is. That was me, by the way. Writing tips. Write true to you. Be willing to say who you are and what you want. Add bits of your personality. Be the trait you want to highlight. Okay. Leave them with a sense of who you are, so your like-hearted, your heart and mind match will strike right. You will start attracting those that are a match and repelling those that aren't. And that's good. Either way, you win. Think about it. You don't really want to be attracting people to you that aren't your match. So that's why if you get more specific on the kind of person you want, it's kind of funny. You're actually going to start attracting the right people to you. If you're just very generic and general, you're not going to find that right person, because you'll speak to everybody, and you don't want to date anybody and everybody, right? That's the big one on this one. We went through dating profiles. The big thing, I'm not going to go into too much here, but the summary, go back and listen to day 3. I'm going much more detail than what I'm doing here. Big thing is no sunglasses, women. No sunglasses. And smile. So I like these girls. I like their smile. These girls kind of, sort of, maybe. Look at what you're wearing. These were the front pictures. Now these are fine for front pictures. These were not. You're going to take a picture, put yourself in the middle or something, get good lighting. Take off the jacket. Things like that. This one is cute, but it's probably going to get a lot of men wanting to have sex with you. Just think about what you're projecting. There's no right or wrong here. I'm not trying to be moral. I'm just saying, what is it you want? What kind of man do you want to attract? Think about those kind of things. I like this one because it had a nice background. You can make conversation. Things that you can make conversation about. One thing I didn't like, it just wasn't really bright, but it is a great picture of her. It's a cool background. This was nice. Love her smile. Only thing I would say is maybe bring it down so you can see her whole face. I like this one for the guy because it shows kind of what he does. I think what might be cooler is, I mean, I don't know what this is, but I guess it's a conversation starter, right? This one as well, like the background, you can show me anything else. Oh, where were you? That lake or this one, no sunglasses. Again, no sunglasses, everybody. The men, these were good ones, except for the sunglasses here, but I liked his smile. This one was good, except for he took a picture and he had a woman there. He could at least cut her out. And you could just ask somebody to take a picture. But the smiles were nice. You can see their faces. And again, get rid of the sunglasses. This kind of good, but not for first photos. Okay, again, listen to that day, go back and listen to that day, where I talk about why these are not what you want to have as your first ones. Maybe your second or third ones, but not your first ones. Same here, these are not good first ones, maybe good second ones. This one's good. Again, when you're trying to take pictures, take your sunglasses off, just do it. In fact, it's really not healthy to wear sunglasses, actually. As a side note. This one with your daughter, I think it's okay, but it's not as a first picture. And let us see your face. I can't see your face with your hat on. Take off your hats. And this is fine for a second picture, but this one, smile. Come on, dude. You look really serious. We can't see your eyes. I'm not sure who you're dating personally, but if that was your first picture, we're gonna be swiping apps. Probably not gonna swipe right. Same with these. These are not good ones. These three men are not even smiling. These are their first pictures, by the way. Again, look at your profile pictures. Is this what you want to project? Is this what you think? Yeah, I'm just going through a summary, Alan, since no one's here to ask questions. Smile. Look at your online profile and your first picture for a swipe app. And is this what you want? Are you really sure this is what you want to be showing women? And women, the same as for you as well, right? Take your pictures not from below, but from up top. I talked about that. Don't do these pictures. They're very bad. Just get someone to take a picture of you. First of all, you can't even see who you are. And it shows you go to the gym. I don't know if that matters to us women that much. As long as if you look fit and healthy and you're running around jumping outside, that's more fun than one of these photos. Okay. Again, these are actually first photos, not kidding. Look at your pictures. These are some tips. No sunglasses, no upper body or boob shots. Okay, if you're frolicking outside, stay away from mirror shots, especially the bathroom mirror shots, guys. Lead with a great headshot, a big smile, and make yourself laugh if you don't know how to create a big smile. Have good lighting. Take pictures outside when the light is not over your head because you'll have shadow, mostly from this angle. It's when the sun is at this angle, you can see when you want to take pictures. And again, when you're taking a picture, don't do it from here or here. Do it from up here, and you'll get a much better picture of yourself. I have the pictures of me and I look really scary. Here's not so bad, but this is even better. Okay. Okay. Again, you want to add this to your upgrade plan. This is what we did on day 3. Adding the things you need to do. Because you can't do it right in the moment, right? You're going to create your plan, though, in the moment. Add fun pictures of something that reflects in your Mojo app. Look at if you're a sailor, maybe you want to go take a picture of you being on a sailboat. Even if it's not your sailboat, just go up to sail yacht and just stand by one because that's what you want to do, right? Get your friends to take pictures. Get them to take you out and take pictures. They don't have to be professional. These cameras on these phones these days are amazing. Just use the one that's on there. and then review your pictures to make sure they look as you planned. You know, I actually, for my business, when I was doing the geek, tech business, I actually planned out exactly the different pictures I was going to take. I put different kinds of clothes, different props, all these kinds of things. Plan it out and then go do it. That was this is where all my slides got lost. So I'll just kind of talk about, let me go back here. Okay. So on day 4, we talked about, yeah, I got them wrong on every day. That's pretty sad. No, I got them right at the end, but there. Committing to your love life. So day 4, we did committing to your love life. Day 4 was about you actually doing something different. Maybe, I know what's happened in the last year is kind of tricky, right? But now you can start committing to having the love life you want. What does that mean? It means doing something different, not just sitting around hoping it'll be better. Taking action in your life to make it better. So that would be creating your upgrade plan and implementing your plan. That would be getting support that you need, right? Stuff like that. So that's what we talked about. So go back and look at day 4 to see how it's kind of related to mindset, but it's like committing yourself. What have you been doing? What has not worked? What can now you start doing to make it work in your love life? Okay. Committing, getting the support you need. It could be hiring me to be your dating coach for the next 3 months. I promise you, this is one thing I promise you, if you will follow through on my coaching, your life will never be the same. And I don't mean in a bad way, it'll be in a great way. You won't even recognize yourself after 3 months with me. So consider, getting into the program. And I'll talk about that at the very end. Next is Unstoppable Mindset Dating Hacks. Again, I lost all the slides when PowerPoint decided to just crash. Again, luckily, I have it in the video. So go back and look at day 5 videos, day 4 and 5 videos. Very important. It's Unstoppable dating mindset hacks. Now, this was a fun day because we got to do some really fun exercises. I wrote them all in my presentation. I don't have any more. So please go back and listen to day 4 and 5. We did some really great exercises that will help with like hacks for your mindset. So just go back and listen to those, okay? And then day 6 was all about my program, okay? So I am going to see if there's anything here. Oh, did my dog just come in by herself? I guess she did. That's so scary. Okay, so I want to kind of walk you through. There it is. Yes, here it is. Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is the link. I'll put it in it's in the group, but this is my 3-month program. It's Magnetize Your Match. You're going to finally be able to break through your love blocks and attract your like-hearted partner. And so again, this is stop spending time with people who don't have quite the right vibe and quickly attract someone who you're spiritually aligned with. Okay? So I am dedicated, and I'm not kidding, to helping you find your match, to getting you, we get you started with a dating kickstart call. So let me show you this is kind of how it's going to go. Let me show you down here, actually. You're going to get, this is actually what you, kind of the what you get kind of thing. One-on-one custom 2-hour, sorry, not 24-hour, custom one-on-one 2-hour coaching session with me to kickstart this next chapter of your life. So we're going to look at, you're going to come away, if you look on go back to video number 6. Day 6, right? Bonus day 6. I go through everything. I actually walk you behind the scenes of what you're going to get. I show you how it's going to work. Okay, I'm not going to do that here. Go back to video 6 to see what it's all about. But we're going to get a dating game plan. You're going to walk away. It's physical. You print it. It's going to be customized to you. They're going to take that game plan. We're going to put it into Trello boards right here, accountability calls. And we're going to have accountability calls every week to make sure you're moving forward on that. Because you're going to have tasks, things to do, a game plan, right, on your love life. You're going to take that and you're going to move forward on it. Okay. And then you're going to have weekly labs. So I'm going to give you some trainings, step-by-step video trainings. And you're going to have assignments to do. And I'm going to be working with you to make sure if you have any questions on that homework, you need coaching on anything, on conversations, on learning how to connect with people, online and offline, that's what I'm expert at, is offline dating, mindset, all that. That's where we're going to be doing 2 labs every week for that as well, implementation labs, right? And then once a month, we're going to have personalized hot seat sessions where if you want to look at maybe your online dating profile, whatever it is that y'all want to talk about, that's what we'll do with those topics. So it could be on mindset. It could be on conversations. It could be on conversations online. It could be offline. How to approach, what to say to men when they come up to you. All these different things, whatever it is y'all say you want, that's what we'll do. You get, of course, the Facebook group that's private, and you can ask questions between the sessions that we have. And of course, you're going to get worksheets, resources, and templates. So you get everything you need to make sure you're moving forward. And I'll be helping you every step of the way. If you have any questions, just ask me in the group or during our, basically 3 times a week, you get access to me to ask questions, okay? On a Zoom call, not on the live stream. So the first month is all about your pre-inner date work. So pre-dating inner work, okay? So it's identifying and releasing your love blocks, getting in alignment with who you want to become and be the new you, and get clear on the person you want to address. That's kind of what we did here. There's much more in depth than what we did in this challenge, okay? And the big thing is these things here, releasing your love blocks, right? The next month, so that's month 1. Month 2, it's like some coaches could just go, oh, get out there and just start doing things. No, you could, but you're going to keep having the same mindset. You're going to keep having the same things. So we're going to get you going first, clearing things out, getting you in alignment with who you are, understanding who you truly are and what you really want. Because otherwise, icing on mud pie. Icing on mud pie. You're just kind of covering it up, making it look good and going out there, but you're still mud. You're still being the same old you, right? Just put a new coat of paint on it, but still, you don't want that. You want to become who you really want to be in alignment with that. So the next month is about magnetizing dates. Now, you can get through these quickly. You don't have to do every month, but these are like the focuses for each month, right? Is magnetizing dates. You represent yourself with a fun and confident way, both online and offline. Remember, my specialty is actually offline. You'll learn my secrets for attracting lighthearted matches, and how to create strong connections on the first date and beyond. Constantly creating authentic relationships. So staying true to yourself and what you want without compromising your values. So the next month is you're out there dating on the second month. The third is you're consciously creating an authentic relationship. So you're like, I'm going on these dates, but this is the person that really rings true to me. And that's the person I want to be with. So how do you stay true to yourself? Because you might say, oh, he's kind of nice or she's kind of nice, but she's not really. I mean, I'm not trying to say be too picky, but I'm really compromising myself a lot. I can't really be myself. So helping you stay true to your boundaries, to your values, right? That's what I'm here for, is to be your support system. Then staying present, keeping you present to the kind of relationship you want from the beginning, and helping you negotiate those conversations for creating a committed and happy relationship. So that's what I'm here for. Now, I've had men and women both say, I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do. I'm really great at that, helping you understand. I've been trained for many years. I've been taking many courses on training on conversations and on communication. So I can help you. I've helped so many people gain back family members, get back girlfriends or boyfriends, husbands and wives, all kinds of things. So I can help you with it. Okay. So this is the program, and of course, day 6 goes all into it, right? You also get some bonuses if you want to pay in full, you get $500 off. So I won't go into all of that, but if you join by the end of Wednesday, you get in for, that's when we're going to close down, not close down, but this is the price is $2,300, or you can have 4 payments of $700. So this is really pretty affordable, really. Trying to make it affordable. And then this is something extra, is pop your profile. If you need help, I'm going to be helping you with your profile these 3 months. But if you want someone to write it for you, I don't write your profile. I help you write your profile. If you want someone, I'll work with you to give them the things that you need to give them. And he writes it for you. This guy that I have that's already done my online dating profile challenge. He knows how I like it to do it. He did a great job. He's an English major. He loves to write. He knows my system. So he will work with me. I'll work with you to get the assets to give to him. And then he will completely write it, wait with you for an hour, completely write it. I'll look it over next to make sure it's what I think up to my standards. And then we'll tweak it. Then you'll get to see it. And then you'll get to be able to put it on your online dating profile. So that's pop your profile. It's a $400 or $500, $497 add-on if you like. So that's pretty much, I would say, in a nutshell, the challenge and my offer that I'm offering right now for my program. Now my program I didn't put in here. It starts June 7th. June 7th, which is a Monday. I was going to start it on the previous Monday, but that is Memorial Day, so that doesn't work too well, right? So if you look here, I want to go July, the 7th. So because Mondays are when we have our accountability calls. So I'm going to start the week off with you moving forward in your love life. So we're starting on Monday the 7th, but that gives us time. There's the 17th, right? It gives us 3 weeks to go ahead and schedule your first call with me. That can start anytime. We can start that tomorrow, Wednesday, whatever. Anytime this week, we can get that 2-hour going, and you'll walk away with a dating game plan that you can go implement right now on your own. Get started on it at least, right? But when we start the official, this official program starts, like the weekly calls and stuff will start on the 7th. Okay? So at this time, you can schedule your call with me and get your game plan going. Okay, well, that kind of wraps it up, I think, for today. Let me go ahead and my Livestream. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over here. That's right. I moved it. Okay, so let me go back here and stop my screen share. Hello. Okay. Yes, this is a recap of all of our sessions. Since nobody was here, Alan, nobody's asking me any questions, I decided just to do a kind of a summary of what happened this last the challenge and a recap of the program as well. So, Alan, do you have any questions before I go? Today was all about, if you have questions, I wasn't able to answer your questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'll be monitoring it, and if I see any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. Anything about anything, you can do it in any of the days, sorry. But if you want to just ask me here, that's fine as well. Now, tomorrow is a very exciting day. Actually, let me get out this. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Well, tomorrow, I'll just talk about it. So tomorrow is going to be Upgrade Your Attractor Factor Day. So upgrade your attractor factor. Let me just put that in there because that would be fun to put in. Okay, let me go ahead and show this. It's good to show. I'm going to update this. Upgrade your attractor factor. Okay. So this is tomorrow. This is day 9. You definitely want to come back tomorrow because I am going to be talking about how you can upgrade basically your image and style. Okay, so this is how you, and also we're going to do a fun exercise. Just come. It's going to keep it mysterious. A cool exercise to upgrade your attractor factor, just like your mindset kind of thing as well. Okay, so make sure you come tomorrow, and it will be a presentation, and we'll do an exercise as well. Okay, so it'll be a fun presentation. We're going to play a game. So definitely come, because we're going to play a game. And it's super fun. So play a game. It'll be kind of helping you understand about image and style and what you're projecting about your image and style. Okay, it'll help you with your pictures as well. Okay, so thanks for being here. Thank you, Alan, for being here. And for those of you watching the replay, thanks for watching. And I will see you tomorrow, same time, 8 o'clock Tuesday. Tomorrow is our last day. Like I said, everything is shut down on Wednesday at 11:59 PST, Pacific time. So you do have time to still go through all the material and ask me questions. Okay, well, y'all have a great evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow night. Okay, great. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.